run a coffee shop out of a caravan.
Welcome to the Joe Show.
The Joe Show with Dovemen plus Care. This week, Paddy catches up with Russel Kane, Alison Spittle joins us live in studio, and there's music from Tim Chadwick. Hello there, and you're very welcome to the Joe Show.
Hi everybody, my name is Owen.
My name is Paddy, and it's wonderful to see you all here tonight. Well, let's start by saying that this isn't a normal day. After what happened in Manchester last night, it's almost impossible to go on as normal, but in many ways that's exactly what we should do.
As Paddy says, what happened in Manchester was awful, but what we'd love to talk about and focus on are the people in that city and the city itself. It's a wonderful place, home to people from all over the world, including lots and lots of Irish people. People that you may know and love, your friends, your family and colleagues, and people that we know and love, our friends, family and colleagues as well. One of those colleagues is JOE.ie writer. He's a proud Mancunian, born and bred there. His name is Naz Chowdhury.
Yep, so Naz has written some really poignant words on what happened in Manchester last night, and we thought it might be right and proper to give you just a small excerpt of some of the things that Naz wrote in his article. Nothing about how Manchester reacted to the horror of the arena attack has surprised me. The cowardly mass murderer is distressed and upset with the loss of life, a stab to the heart. But the overall response has been reassuring and spot on. The very genuine "yo okay love" attitude, which combines concern and practicality, is textbook Manc. On Tuesday, Manchester was cracking on as usual because knout comes from moping, but the atmosphere was muted and a bit surreal. This was partly due to all the cameras and police and barrier tape, but also because some part of the city was missing and being missed. But there were also jokes and laughter as everyone tried to cheer everybody else up. I've never been more proud to be from here. It's a special place, and I feel dead sorry for anyone who thinks that they could possibly destroy what we have here in Manchester. They never will.
Thank you to Naz for those words. And so on this beautiful Irish evening, we've got a really, really great show lined up for you. We've got interviews with some very, very funny people. And as ever, one of you watching at home will be in with a chance of winning €1,000 in our game, 1,000 to 1.
We want to give this money away.
We do
Why
want to
won't
give
they
the money.
take our money?
They
Why
will
are
take
you
it.
too good for our money?
Paddy's really aggressively generous. He does want to give the money away.
I really do. And in fact, if I take a breath and let you know that it's really easy to qualify to play 1,000 to 1. All you have to do if you want to play is tag one of your mates in the comments below down here, and we could be calling back one of you before the end of the show to play 1,000 to 1, and one of you could be taking home €1,000. It's that easy.
It's so easy, but no one's won it yet. We thought it'd be easier, but just win the money.
Yeah,
just pick a
win it
number
this
and
evening.
win the money.
We'd love
it's
that to
easy.
happen. Now, you know summer is here when the All-Ireland Football and Hurling Championships are back in full swing, but you know what?
Yeah. What?
I'm over all that, man. It's done for me. It's the same crack every year. It's Dublin. It's Kilkenny.
All
it's
the big
Kerry.
guns.
It's predictable. No room for the little guys, though. No room for Leitrim.
Leitrim.
Yeah.
Always going on about
That's
Leitrim.
what I'm talking
Small
about.
county syndrome.
You know what I'm into now, though?
What?
I'm into extreme and competitive bailing. That's what I'm into in a big way.
Look at that.
That's what I'm talking about. I am talking about 100 bails, 32 counties, and 6 days. I think we've got some any farmers in the audience there. Look at those.
Yeah.
Manly,
those guys look like farmers.
Manly. Look at those beautiful faces. They're farmer faces.
Massive arms.
You're going to enjoy this then, because farmer Floyd McNeil has begun to assemble the cream of Irish farming. I'm talking about the Irish farming all-stars.
The all-stars.
To take on this challenge, all right? This is the 32 County Bail Challenge. It's up on Facebook. They're raising money for 2 brilliant Irish cancer charities. Now, they're not looking for farmer tans. What they're looking for is farmer hands.
I like that.
Owen Doherty, let me see your hands.
Yep, sure thing. Look at those. Lots of makeup on them. Perfectly manicured and moisturised as well.
The hands of an oboe player, if I'm not mistaken. 2 to 1. Lads, can I see your hands? Let's see those hands. They are farmer hands. They're big hands.
Never done a day's work in their life. Look at them.
Well, look at we've got some farmer hands in the audience, but no farmer hands. Hey, look, if you want to get on, the Facebook is there. It's the 32 County Bail Challenge, and you can be part of the operation there. And I should say as well, they've got 4 different combination unit bailing in each field if you go along to support them.
I don't know what that means.
That sounds
I don't know
amazing.
what that means, but it sounds impressive.
Yeah, it does sound impressive.
Okay, I'll see your bailing and I'll raise you cuddles, because everybody loves cuddles. It's a scientific fact. And if you don't love cuddles, it probably means you need more cuddles in your life. And who among us, in the deepest, darkest recesses of hangovers, hasn't Googled, you know, some kind of escort service that comes to your home to provide a cuddling service? I say, like, who among us? Not just, and no hands up there. No,
nobody.
the farmers.
No,
yes, there. The farmers are keeping quiet. But for anybody who's looking to get more cuddles into their lives, there are monthly cuddle parties happening all across Ireland. An official cuddle party actually took place in Bray, in Wicklow, at the Irish Cuddle Salon at the weekend. The spot was founded by a man called Randy Ralston, and he is a consciousness facilitator and a touch professional. That's his real job
I do know
title.
when a man called Randy invites you to a cuddle party, that's going to be a really good thing, I'd imagine.
Yeah. No, Randy is a professional. He has all the paperwork. It's very impressive. And basically, it's all about giving and receiving affection. It's all
Why don't you just go and marry Randy when you're at it? Just go and marry him.
I'd love to. But he's only into cuddling, and I'm looking for something a little bit more. If you'd like more info on those cuddle parties, look at that!
Wow, there it is. That's a beautiful moment.
I don't remember that being taken, but there you go. If you are looking for more info, you can go to the Irish Cuddle Party official Facebook
Now it is
page.
that time of year as well. It's Leaving Cert time. I used to present a show on 2FM about Leaving Cert advice, and I just feel I need to give tips anywhere they can come from.
Generosity again.
Now, one of the toughest part of English Leaving Cert, which is one of the very first papers up, it's English paper 2. It's the unseen poetry section. Now, I've managed to get my hands on a leaked copy of the unseen poetry section. English
the farmers
2.
like it. Nice deep ooze there.
And I'm ready to share this with the nation, because it turns out one of the great poets is indeed coming up. One of our great Irish poets is coming up.
Kavanagh?
No.
Boland?
It's not Boland.
Heaney? Seamus Heaney representing.
It's not Seamus Heaney. Now, before I'm going to tell everybody who it is, but before I do, I just want to say we've ran this by the lawyers.
Okay.
What I've been told is we can flash this up for a matter of seconds.
Okay.
So you need to be ready for this big moment on the Joe Show. This is English paper 2, unseen poetry, leaked paper. Here you go. It's Losty. Losty's coming up.
Jesus Christ.
Legendary
Paddy,
pint man and vegan and poet.
Banging on
Paddy
about
Losty.
Paddy Losty.
There
What
he
is
is.
it? No. It's like it's too much.
Flash it back up. That's the genuine English
so
paper
hold up,
2.
that's genuine, is it? Yeah.
There it is.
So let's see. It's called. How much is it? What's it called there? 45
pints. Yeah.
45 pints. We're not having it. No.
Or I wouldn't be
How many leaving point certs are?
Geez, apparently we have to take it down.
Oh yeah, just in case we'll be arrested. The lawyers are actually in the air. So how many points did you get in your leaving?
45 points.
Not how many pints? How many points did you get in your leaving cert?
Just enough time as well to talk about our new section. It's our parish newsletter. We're calling out on some of our favourite parishioners from all over the world to join our parish newsletter and send us your news. People like cool cats like Hugh Gibbons, who got in touch with us to share us his news from San Francisco. He's joined GA Club San Francisco Gales. They play in a place called Treasure Island, which it is actually a place.
Are you sure?
Hugh's got in touch to say that he has been signed up to the club, but they've have him sweeping the paths and cleaning up. Not very GA, but
finally doing some work.
There he is.
There's the bong.
Many blessings to you, Hugh.
And a big Joe Parish hello to Colm and Brona, who are scuba diving off the coast of the Philippines. And they said, here we are celebrating Brona's birthday in our going out clothes. And tell Paddy we're on the hunt for the lost city of Paddy Losty. I swear to God, did you tell him to write? We'll bring him back a packet of crisps, but they might be a little bit soggy.
1,000 blessings upon you both, Brona and Colm.
If you would like to feature in our parish newsletter, then please do email us your pictures and your stories to parishnewsletter@JOE.ie, and you could be part of the coolest congregation on the internet.
The coolest congregation on the internet. That's quite the sub.
Now, moving swiftly onwards, now it's time for shifts, and this week the guys are addressing an issue that is very, very close to both myself and Paddy's heart, and very close to our stomachs as well. This is their ode to the beloved chicken fillet roll.
Struggle. A man's bubble. Caught between a rock and a rock, but no. Grey skies must arise and go now. To the shops. Quench a thirst. Feed a need born from scorn and dices the night before. Head roar and throat dry, but why this whole need for the chicken fillet roll? Arrive. Pavement unsteady, but ready for the steaming, dreaming relief. Brief glance at the phone, the girl from Enniscrone gave only 9 digits, pack of frigits. Queue for 2 whole minutes. Mayo force, the worst is over. Fresh lettuce, crisp crunch, beat the lunch rush before you utterly, butterly, barely even stutterly. Yes, please cut in half. Crisps! Banshee bones, he moans. Chickatees for me. Burger bites, contrite. 100 decisions and revisions before wheelies steal his hungover heart. Disaster. The fall after the pride. No crash or explosion, a slip or a trip, your Trojan horse. A roll stained with grit, a need forever unquenched, drenched with hurt. Blind, deaf to the shouts and doubts, and never reminded. Know your role. Never take for granted what is deserved or scanted. Where were you?
I bought a roll and then I dropped it.
Now, before we're treated to this week's Magic cover in association with Dove Men Plus Care, let me tell you a little bit about how this part of the show works. All you have to do during the duration of the performance is hit the like button if you love what you hear. And I'm sure you will, because this is Tim Chadwick with Sigrid's Don't Kill My Vibe.
You shut me down, you like the control, and you speak to me like I'm a child. But I hold it down, 'cause I know the answer, and I can shake it off, but you feel threatened by me. I try to play it nice, but don't kill my vibe. Don't break my stride. You love to tear me down, you pick me apart, and then build me up like I depend on you. But I throw myself from heights that used to scare me, 'cause I'm the puzzle that you can't figure out. I try to play it nice, but don't kill my vibe, and don't break my stride. You think that's so important to me, don't you? Don't kill my vibe. Say I'm young, I don't care, I don't quit, no. You're acting like you heard me, but I ain't even listening. You're acting like you heard me, but I ain't even listening. Don't kill my vibe. Don't break my stride. Yeah, you think you're so important to me, don't you? Don't kill.
Tim Chadwick, that was absolutely beautiful. Congratulations.
Thanks a million.
So listen, you've been having a whirlwind couple of months, haven't you? Because I think, did you release your EP? That's early days?
Yeah.
That was released just earlier this month?
Yeah, just the beginning of this month. And the response has been insane.
I think it's something like over 2 million listens already on Spotify. Yeah. I'll be honest, I'm kind of personally responsible for about half of those. I'm a massive fan.
Okay, good. So that's my mum. So
me and your mammy, we're the 2 million. That's it, sorted.
Good.
And let's see, you also had your first Whelan's gig last month. How did that go?
That was really good. That was kind of my first headline show. And it sold out in a day, and it was kind of insane. So it was a lovely night, and I got to kind of play the songs that I'd been playing in my room for a long time. So it was great.
Excellent. And you actually have an exclusive announcement for everybody here in the Joe Show this evening?
Yeah, because that Whelan's gig went so well, we're announcing a Sugar Club date on the 27th of September, and tickets go on sale tomorrow. So people who either want to come to the gig the first time have a chance to go now.
Brilliant. So that's me and your mammy, basically. We're definitely going to be there. Okay, Paddy, well, let's go back to you in studio and see how Tim got on.
Absolutely brilliant performance there from Tim Chadwick. Loads of people loving your performance. Suzanne O'Sullivan, Michael Mellon, Maria Crawford. There is Sarah CKS, Patricia Crotty, Adele Torres. Just some of the people that are watching Tim here on the Magic Cover on Joe Show and writing in on Facebook. But you know that the Magic Cover this week, the number to beat is Katie Cassidy with 51 likes. And I can tell you that Tim Chadwick covering Sigrid this week, you got a grand total of, confirm one more time, Mr. Producer, we're looking at 38 likes! 38 likes, which it puts you on our board. It puts you on our leaderboard. You're in there beside Jamie Duff, just snugly in beside yourself and Jamie there, side by side with 30 likes. Look, guys, keep an eye out for Tim Chadwick. Absolutely brilliant Irish talent. And go to his gig in the Sugar Club. Tim Chadwick, everybody! Back over here, Owen Doherty, because we're moving swiftly along. Now, last week came on Power. You couldn't be here on the Joe Show. We missed you so dearly, desperately. You were on a very special mission, though.
I was, this week.
So, what was that special mission? It's time to reveal it. Spill the beans.
My mission this week, Paddy, was to get Mark Ronson to remix The Fields of Athenry.
Hold on, the Mark Ronson.
The Mark Ronson.
The Fields of Athenry.
The Fields of Athenry.
The Fields of Athenry.
The Fields, wow.
Yes.
Wow.
So, I made it my mission this week to do that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
How did I do it? You want to know?
Yes, please.
Right.
Yes, please.
So, anyway, last week, Mark and Lexus teamed up and they're releasing a new car, and they obviously wanted motor journalists to come out with a lot of experience and deep knowledge into automotive things. So they obviously went with me, like I was the obvious.
Well, you have a driver's license.
Yeah,
so that's
exactly.
Fully qualified.
I think that was the only
sorted,
criteria, really. But anyway, I had the experience out there.
Okay, so you, Mark Ronson, The Fields of... I want to see
this is what happened.
Let's see how it came and got on.
That looks amazing. It looks incredible. Who are all your friends?
Surprising. Oh, they're just, a few guys, few of the guys.
A few guys and girls that you know, and you look absolutely terrified in the middle of them as they all just dance around.
Let's have a look at Cayman's dance skills here. That's
they're all worshipping you.
What the hell am I doing here? This is every Irishman at
pretty good.
foreign weddings. That's like, I don't know. Everybody can dance. I can't dance. How does this work?
Okay. Well, what about Mark Ronson himself? I didn't see him dancing there.
Yeah. So obviously I had to bring up the big thing, the whole Fields of Athenry thing.
Yes.
So I had an opportunity. There was an opportunity that I got to interview him, and I brought it up with him. I wasn't allowed video record, but I have some audio, and this is what happened.
It's a big moment.
Would you ever consider putting a Mark Ronson twist on an Irish song?
Do you have a specific song?
Yeah, The Fields of Athenry. Do you know The Fields of Athenry?
I think so.
It's a great song. I brought you some Irish instruments though, if you were to go with it.
Oh really?
There's a small baron in there, and so you might use it maybe on the.
I will.
Track, if you do consider.
I will actually probably use it.
If you need help with it as well, I'm more than happy to. But yeah, there you go.
This will get used. You will hear this sound one day on a record and you'll be like, I gave him that. It actually has a really good tone.
Yes.
Thank you very much. This is very thoughtful.
Boom.
That's incredible.
Amazing.
Mark Ronson has your Byron that you got for
and
him.
he's going to use it on a track.
I like the fact that he appears to put it in his hand luggage to take it onto a plane. Like, he is not mislaying that.
That's how I knew it was
so
sealed.
this is our big moment. I cannot believe we're all going to be like co-writers on this big
guys,
Mark Ronson. I've got
this is just me, guys. I can't bring you guys in as well.
Whatever. I'm not having that.
Sorry,
check the small print.
But,
so this is it.
The thing is, I said I'm just going to take over here and take a sample.
What I'm hearing is we're going to be rich and
pretty much.
So this is
so
the
I took a sample from that audio clip and I made a remix. It's probably
this
better
is
than anything
Let's
Mark
have a listen to
Ronson's
this.
ever made
Mark
before.
Ronson.
Yeah, there you go.
So I took that sample.
Yeah.
You did this.
Oh, I did this. This is going to be huge.
Fields of Athenry.
man.
Feels left and right. There you go. Yeah, there you go.
Amazing.
I don't know. That's
Give it up for that.
one. That's
Different avant-garde version of the Fields Left and Right. Came in power, ladies and gentlemen. You come back next week.
Yes, I'll be back next week.
It'll be number one on the Irish chart. It's definitely better than Galway Girl. We can say that with some surety. Okay, now we are very big fans of comedian Russel Kane's Facebook canings on the Joe Show, where he takes on everything from noisy eaters to easy sleepers. So we met up with Russel Kane and we asked him to do a special caning of Irish life, and he had plenty to get off his chest. Welcome to Dublin.
I'm so excited. I literally just crossed the border an hour and a half ago. There isn't a border at the moment.
Yeah, there will be soon enough.
There will be, yeah. I've got a connection with Ireland. Went out with an Irish girl for 5 years. That's not an insignificant amount of time. So I've been over in Ireland a lot. I've gigged in Ireland a lot. And my co-host on my radio show is Irish. And there's bloody Irish people everywhere in my business. And what I've noticed is, even more so than the Brits, you guys sort of lack an in-between gear. You don't really see Irish people out on a Wednesday having a moderate amount of alcohol. It's stay in, cup of tea, or go out, let's go mental, and nothing in between. In fact, you're a bit suspicious of the person. I'm just gonna have 2 pints tonight. And in fact, when you speak to an Irish person, you're like, right, it's your turn to drive tonight. They'll go, well, I'm not gonna bother going then. To them, staying in is the same as going and not drinking. It's the social equivalent. It's a very much a nothing or lots culture.
Then you had an Irish mammy then.
So I had a mammy from Mayo and a dad from Clough. I know, obviously he'd been in the UK 20 years and his accent was still this, get in the car, go out for a station. And I was like thinking, if that's the accent after 20 years of watering it down, how am I going to cope when I go to... Because Kilkenny's like quite a nice accent, sort of lilting, but when you go to the villages outside, I'm sure it's still a beautiful accent, but you can't... I'm told some Irish people can't understand it. Like, it's not easy for someone from Dublin.
So this is Clough in County Kilkenny?
Yeah, Clough. And it was like, you know, like if you were stirring like a magical cauldron and now and again a word came out of a bubble. It's speaking to us, be quiet.
So you're this London Y boy coming into Clough in County Kilkenny?
I went to the pub and was like, I'll just have a snack, and Lorraine was like, I don't think that's a good idea. I was like, hey man, I'm hungry. We just sort of eat and stop. Have an espresso, have a little munch. And of course, you might as well have spat in the face of your host by not turning up with an appetite. I didn't know this. Because as the door opened, like a sandwich comes out before you speak and have a sandwich. And I was chased around the freaking house, like soda bread was being pushed thin under the door like it was coming, you know, like, nah. You had to keep eating or risk, you know, really offending your host. We were drinking all that day and I got a bit too pissed and ended up out in the field, like chasing the sheep around and stuff. They thought I was freaking mental. And they all thought I was gay as well, because I'm a bit camp. He's a gay chap, can't you see it, Lorraine? Gay.
Trying to talk her out of it.
He's a homosexual. They're really pronouncing the O's on it. Like the English suppress the O's where they're a bit uncomfortable. They say homosexual. The Irish, they love it. Homosexual, so he is.
Well, listen, man, thank you so much for coming to chat to us.
Thank you for having me, yeah.
You and Russel Kane, best friends. He's got a lovely haircut.
Lovely haircut. You set your watch by that haircut.
You certainly could. Now it's time for our main guest this evening, joining us live in studio. It's one of It's one of Ireland's funniest comedians. Take a little look at this.
Let's go. Glasses. One of your 5 a day. Slip it in there. Jesus. A bit of ice.
Is that hygienic?
Well, you know what they say. Those who drink in toilets can't be choosers. Touché.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome to the Joe Show, Alison Spittle!
Yay! Look at this.
So you've come prepared. It's lovely to see you, Alison.
Lovely to see you there. Going in for the shift.
Come on, we'll do a hug.
Going straight in for the shift. There I am.
I didn't want to knock your goblet over there.
Oh no, this is my goblet. Yes.
I did have a burning first question after watching that little bit, but I think you've answered it already.
Yeah.
I was going to say, do you have a naggin with you this evening? But clearly you've just.
I do. And a cucumber.
And a cucumber. You brought your own cucumber.
Yeah, I always come prepared. You gotta,
perfect.
Girl gotta have her own cucumber.
Absolutely.
You know? Gotta be independent, you know.
We were just saying before, you're one of our favourite comedians, even when you're on with George Hook, which is, you know, you're funny even when you're on with George, which is saying something.
Funny or funny.
Can you remember though the first time you made somebody laugh?
The first time I made somebody laugh. Well, do you know what? Like, my cousin Anthony, he's like way funnier than me, and like he's my cousin, so I can't say he's a big ride, but he is very handsome, right?
Right. Like, it's Ireland. You can say whatever you want about your cousin.
It's not for me to say, but he's a handsome chap, right? And he's like really, really cool. And me and him, we still are friends with this lovely family called the Glennons, right, in Mullingar. And I was friends with Sarah, he was friends with TJ, and they had like a room full of Barbies, a PlayStation 2 at the time, which was, I mean, it doesn't sound impressive now, but like that was when like PlayStation 2s were the best. Yeah, Tony Hawk 4, it was amazing.
Jesus,
yeah, I know. And so what we would do is like we would try and make them laugh, so we'd stay an extra night at their house. I'm sure they would have let us do it anyway, but like it was my mission in life to make my friend Sarah laugh.
So it's the Glennons that you have to thank for your career today.
Oh, absolutely.
Amazing. Now,
the Glennons I got to thank for loads of stuff.
For loads of stuff as well, yeah. All that Tony Hawk experience as well. So we were wondering, because you are very active on Twitter, and you put out a great tweet there a couple of weeks back. We were actually chatting about it, about blasphemy in Ireland after all the Stephen Fry kind of debacle. But we were wondering, because we had Jesus Christ on the show, our Lord Saviour. Yeah, we got into trouble for it. It's fine. Unbelievable guest. Really hard to book, but we got him.
Yeah, Graham Norton couldn't get him.
No, not at all. Not at all. But we were wondering, were you surprised at the reaction to that tweet and the stories that came out about Irish people just being really blasphemous?
How blasphemous they are. Yeah, there was a lot of like bodily fluids involved.
There were the worst kind of blasphemy, so it is.
It is, isn't it? Yeah, I was surprised. It was fun to do, because we all felt a bit silly, to be honest with you.
I think so.
And you know, as much as I'd like to go rah 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 this country, you might as well just have a bit of crack.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
So yeah.
Now, speaking of this country, obviously a lot of people at the moment are struggling with rents and everything else, and like it's a nightmare. We've been following your Twitter because you're actually trying to get a gaff at the minute, but you've had a bit of trouble, haven't you?
Oh, somebody tried to scam me last week. I couldn't believe it.
All right, tell us.
It's a disgrace, Joe. I tell you now.
It is.
I tell you now.
Talk to Joe. Talk to Joe.
I think I've heard that somewhere before.
Yeah. That lad there, right?
So this is Alessandro Calvinese, solid character
from Ross.
I know, he did sound like a ride though, doesn't he, Alessandro?
there's a pattern emerging here.
You're planning on moving in with him, was that it?
Yeah, well, he was offering a gaff now for like a reasonable price, so it had to be too good to be true.
Yeah.
And he said that he didn't live in the country at the time, and could I send it via Airbnb, the money? And I was like, oh yeah, no bother. And then my flatmate was like, Alison, hold back. And she showed me the plug. And that's not an Irish plug. I mean, I don't know where.
Let's have a look there again. This is a 2-pin plug, if you see there, which is a dead giveaway.
Now, did he have the question marks around them, or did you have them? Because that would have given it away, I think, to me initially.
I think he was giving me a chance. It's like Sherlock or something like that.
Now, if you're still looking for a place, obviously there are loads of people watching this evening, so I'm sure some of them will want to house share with Alison Spittle. But are there like any qualities that you would look for in the perfect kind of housemate?
Forgiveness.
Forgiveness. Blasphemy.
Which will put off a lot of people. Understanding, empathy. What would I look for? I'd look for someone that's not a sap. Do you know what I mean?
Not a sap.
Like, I've lived with some annoying saps in my life. Like, absolutely. I've lived with a girl who argued with her boyfriend for 2 days over pancakes and how they were made. I mean,
that's a very serious issue now, to be fair. Like, you know.
I feel there was an underlying issue. I don't think it was the pancakes.
Maybe pancakes weren't the real problem.
It was the maple syrup that was the problem.
That's what it was.
It was a big problem. But yeah, I'm delighted with this, lads.
You do.
That's great. Yeah.
You look very comfortable there, I have to say.
Thank you. I'm allergic to alcohol.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that would put just water and ice in that.
And cucumber.
Well, the lovely makeup lady was like, "Are you allergic to makeup?" And I was like, "No." And Rachel was there, and she was doing my chest.
Hey, Rachel.
I was burning up, and then I was like, "Oh, I forgot. I'm allergic to alcohol." So she's done her best.
Is that actually true? I don't know whether to believe you or not. Are you actually allergic to alcohol?
I'm not going to die, but I am going to go red and probably come on to you. That's what I call allergy. Do you know what I mean? It's the allergy
everybody's
it's not your
allergic
accent,
to
it's the
alcohol.
allergies.
That's what it is.
Have you got a nickname for Owen Doherty?
I do. You're a can of lilt. So,
a can of lilt?
You're refreshing and you got a lilty accent.
This is the first time here.
And I find you in pound shops very occasionally.
I do like to hang around pound shops, all right? You get the best deals there.
He was disappointed when Chis and Abby didn't have a nickname for you. So
I know,
there you
that's
go.
true. So
You've got one now.
Alison sorted me.
Now you got a big show coming up on RTE too. Tell us about that.
I'm excited about it. It's called Nowhere Fast and it's coming out later this year. And it's a bit too early to promote. Like, if you remember 6 months down the line, lads, there's going to be a show coming out next week. But it's based in Westmeath, and I'm in it. I wrote it with my boyfriend, and I'm acting in it. And there's 2 class girls called Claire Monley and Genevieve Hume Beeman. And I didn't know them before, and they auditioned to be my friends, like on the show. But now they're my friends in real life.
What a brilliant
idea! That's a great way to do it. I've auditioned many people to be my friends, and it hasn't really worked out.
I feel like Paris Hilton. Do you know where she had a show where she's like, "You're going to be my BFF."
Talk to you never.
Yeah.
That's it. I remember that show.
This is going really well. This is going really well. I feel like I'm sitting on the good here in this interview.
It's a shame we're both taken, isn't it? We're like passing ships.
Alison, you're also playing the Kilkenny Cat Laughs week after next, aren't you?
I am. I can't wait. I'm playing with Kevin Bridges, which I'm really excited about.
He's amazing.
I know.
Yeah, he's a brilliant comic.
This American lad called TJ Miller as well. He's amazing, and I'm doing my own show called Alison Spittle Warrior Princess, and it's all about worrying. And what I'm worrying about mostly is trying to get the show good enough for Kilkenny. So hopefully it'll come.
Hopefully it pays off just in time for Kilkenny then.
Just in time.
Just in time.
And if it doesn't, you get to witness a nervous breakdown. So if that's not worth your money, I don't know.
People will pay in to see that.
Definitely.
They're just waiting for that moment themselves. That's what they paid in for tonight.
Like, too real.
Here, will you come back and visit us again then whenever your show's coming out?
I'd love to.
We'll save that goblet for you as well, and I'll get you an actual can of lilt.
Oh, will you?
I'll get you an actual can of lilt.
Yeah,
sorted.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Alison Spittle.
Alison, will you stay there? Will you hang about for a little while?
Yeah,
is that all right? Because we do have our game 1,000 to 1. As we said, somebody at home is going to be in with a chance of winning €1,000. So hopefully you've been getting in touch during the show, and we should have a caller.
Well, let's see first of all how the game works. That's important.
That's much more important than the caller.
We need to establish that. A number between 1 and 1,000. You have to guess within 20 either side to win. But here's a hint: it's a number from the news.
Okay, so it's a number from the news. It's 20 either side, and it's been 1 and 1,000. All right, so we should have somebody on the line. Caller, are you there? Who's there? What's your name?
Hello there.
Simon. Hey, where are you today, Simon?
I'm in Kildare Town.
He's in Kildare Town. All right, what would you do,
spot.
Simon, if you won €1,000 on 1,000 to 1?
1,000 to 1. It's the name of the game.
He's thinking.
Well, I would bring it to Spain and spend there.
Okay, I've got Spain, Scarecrow.
I think he's bringing us to Spain. That's wonderful.
Thank
you, Simon.
Simon, are you ready to pick a number, my friend? Let's go for it. We've got €1,000 here.
Look,
Show
we've
them
got the money
€1,000.
here.
It's there.
We
There's some of the
changed
money.
it from the 500, so it looks more impressive now. There's loads of money. Loads
Simon,
of money.
we need that. We need that number. What's that number that you want to pick, Simon? Where's the envelope? Yeah, here we go.
I'm going to go for 76.
76,
yes. 76. Okay,
nothing under 20, which has been good. Okay.
What I can reveal to you is that it was in the news this week. This is the number of days until Christmas. I'm sorry, it's not 76. It's actually 216. Sorry,
Simon, I'm really sorry, buddy.
But no, it's all good.
But what we will do is we will send you out a Dove Men Plus Care package, and we'll send that out to you, and you can use that at your leisure, Simon. So thanks very much for playing our game.
Congratulations,
Simon.
Thanks for playing. Thank you.
Okay, so in a minute we're going to reveal the truth behind every Irish job interview. But first of all, we want to say thank you very much to our guest, to Alison Spittle.
Alison Spittle, everyone.
Cayman and Joe, to Shifts, all the team here at the Joe Show, Russel Kane as well, and to Dove Men Plus Care. They're giving away tickets to an exclusive screening of the first Lions test. So check out JOE.ie for all the details there.
And of course, we want to say a massive thank you to all of you watching at home. Thanks for tagging yourself, and there'll be another chance to win €1,000 next week. Join us again next Tuesday at 8:30 for the Joe Show, and don't forget to tune in tomorrow night for Sports Joe Live. There's going to be Ronan O'Gara's on, Aisling Thompson. No, Alison is doing something with the cucumber there. We're going to have Connor Sketches, Wooly, and the gang as well. But for now, we'll leave you with this. You all right there, Alison? It's looking good.
thanks for coming in today. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
So it says here on your CV that you have 2 years of experience working in business.
Yeah, I've spent the past 2 years working in sales.
You left your last job.
I just felt the last job wasn't really challenging me anymore.
And how do you think you'd fit into a role with communications?
I have a very strong presence on social media.
Okay, that sounds great. Any questions on your end?
Yeah, just flexibility with holidays. Is there much flexibility there?
Anyway, thanks for coming in. We'll definitely be in touch.